Hello students, welcome to the statistics class. In the previous session, we discussed about analysis of bivariate data, which means analysis of data containing two variables and the definition of correlation, different correlations such as multiple correlation, partial correlation and simple correlation. The definition of correlation, the definition of causation, that is the cause and effect relationship between the two variables, and the different types of correlations, that is positive correlation, negative correlation, zero correlation and perfect correlation. So these were all the topics we discussed in the previous session. In today's session we shall look at the measurement of correlation, that is some important methods in order to ascertain whether the two variables are correlated or not, in order to check the degree of correlation between the two variables. So the important methods of ascertaining the correlation between two variables are scatter diagram method, Karl Pearson's correlation, and Spearman's rank correlation. So these are the three methods that we are going to deal with. So let us look at them one by one. The first one is scatter diagram method. This is a non-mathematical method of measuring correlation. When two variables are plotted on a graph, by taking the two variables along the two axes, a set of scattered points will be obtained. It is called as a scatter diagram. Okay. Thus, the scatter diagram is a graph which shows the degree of relationship between the two variables. Now, for example, consider this data or this data. So, it is plotted on the graph such that x will be plotted on x-axis and y will be plotted on y-axis. So, x and y values. So, for x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 5, whichever spot on the graph correlates to these two, we put a point there and we go on putting the points to all the x values and y values coinciding with each other on the graph. So after that we obtain a set of points scattered. It is called as a scatter diagram method. So scatter diagram method is a graphical method in order to understand the degree of relationship between the two variables. Usually for the related variables, the points on the scatter diagram will have a direction. So after we have plotted the points on the graph, so it will show a certain pattern. Okay, whether the set of points are in the upward direction. Upward direction means from the left corner bottom to the right top corner. Okay, or whether it is a downward trend, that is the left top corner to the right bottom corner. So we can understand that by drawing the data on the graph using a scatter diagram method. So depending on the direction, we can draw the line here, and depending upon the direction of that line, the correlation will be studied. So depending upon the direction of the line, based upon the scatteredness of the data, we can understand the degree of correlation, or at least the outline of the correlation between the two variables. So if all points lie on the straight line rising from the lower left hand corner to upper right hand corner, the correlation is said to be perfect positive. That is, they are talking about this here. So from lower left hand corner to upper right hand corner, if all the points are arranged in such a way that you can draw a straight line on all of them, then it is called as a perfect positive correlation. On the other hand, if the points plotted are such that They are in downward direction, but all of them are in the same direction, such that you can draw a line on them. Then such a correlation is called as perfect negative correlation. Okay. So these two are the examples of perfect positive correlation and perfect negative correlation. So here all the points plotted are moving towards the upward direction. So if it is in the upward direction, it is a positive correlation. So even in upward direction, if all the points are in the same line, then it is a perfect correlation. Okay, so here perfect correlation means the changes that happens in x and y are same. So that is, if x increases by 10%, then y also increases by 10%. Okay, then it will be a perfect positive correlation. In this part here, it is a perfect negative correlation. That is, if x increases by 10%, then y exactly decreases by 10%. If x increases by 20%, then y also if x increases by 20%, then y exactly decreases by 20%. So that is called as a perfect negative correlation. So here the correlation value will be +1, and here the correlation value will be -1. Okay, so this is one type of correlation. Next, if the points plotted are close to the drawn line, then there exists a higher degree positive or higher degree negative correlation on the direction of the line. So here, so in some cases, the degree of relationship between the two variables, such that if you draw a scatter diagram, not all the points will be falling on the line. It is not all the points will follow the straight line here. Okay, there will be some points above and below the line, but they are very close to the line here. All the points are either on the line or very close to the line. Okay, then for such a data, we call that it has a higher degree of positive correlation. Okay, so here the 2 points are not on the line, they are above and below the line, but almost all of them are in the straight downward trend here. So it is a higher degree negative correlation. Okay, next, so these are not perfect, but the degree of correlation is very high here. Here they are perfect. This is perfect positive and this is perfect negative. Here it is not perfect, but the degree is higher enough. So perfect means here is the answer is 1, and here the answer is -1. Here the answer will not be exactly 1, but the answer will be somewhere around 0.85 or 0.9 or 0.95. Here the answer is not exactly -1, but it could be somewhere around -0.95 or -0.9 or -0.85, like this. If the path formed by the dots is wide, then the correlation is of lower degree positive or negative depending upon the directions of the points. Sometimes the data will not be exactly like this. The scatteredness in the data will be much more. So the more the scatteredness, the lesser the degree of correlation between the two variables. So here the scatteredness is more. So the degree of relationship, that is the correlation degree, will be lower between the data here. But it will be definitely, there will be definitely some degree of relationship between the two variables here. Okay. So this is an example of a lower degree positive correlation, and this will be an example of lower degree negative correlation. So higher degree means if any data, for any data, if the correlation value is greater than 0.5, then it will be considered as a higher degree correlation. If it is lesser than 0.5, it will be called as a lower degree correlation. So here in both of the cases, the results are lower than 0.5. Hence, the degree is lower here. Next, so after perfect positive, perfect negative, higher degree positive and higher degree negative, and lower degree positive and lower degree negative, let us look at the last category here. If the points plotted are in a haphazard manner, It shows the absence of any relationship between the variables. So the variables are non-correlated or independent. So here the plotted points are completely scattered. Like I told you, greater the scatterness, lower the correlation degree. So if it is completely scattered, that means x and y have no correlation between them. They are completely non-correlated. You cannot draw any type of line here. You can't say the data is moving upwards, or you can't say the data is moving downwards. You don't know the exact direction here. Okay. So this is your non-correlated data. Okay. So this is how we can use scattered diagram method to understand the type of correlation between the two variables in a given data. Another type of uh, relation is curvilinear relationship. Any other curve in form of an arrangement of the plotted point indicates the curvilinear relationship between the two variables. Sometimes the degree of relationship between a plotted points will be in the form of a curve, a smooth curve. Okay, so this is how scatter diagram helps in understanding the type of correlation between the given variables in the data. Now let us discuss some of the merits and demerits of scatter diagram method. Let us look at the merits first. It is a simple and a non-mathematical method of studying the correlationship between two variables. So here no mathematical formula is applied. All you are doing is just simply plotting points on a graph, and depending upon the direction of all the points, the average direction of all the points on the graph, you are drawing the line and you are suggesting whether it is a positive correlation or a negative correlation, the higher degree or lower degree. Okay. Next, second one is it is not influenced by the size of extreme items, whereas most of the mathematical methods are of finding the correlation are influenced by extreme items. So let us look at this case here. So here this point is a example of extreme value. So all the points are almost lying in this range. This point is extreme from these. Similarly here this point, all the points are here lying in the same range, but this point is above the all the points. So these points won't affect much of the line here. Okay, you won't draw the line like this. You draw the line like this because most of the points are falling in this range here. Okay, so the extreme values, they don't affect the method. Okay, next, third one, making scatter diagram usually is the first step in investigating the relationship between two variables. So before going for mathematical methods, it is important if you understand the relationship between the two variables as an outline. So if you get an outline picture, a rough idea about the two variables, the correlation between two variables, it will be further more easy to investigate the further things. Okay, so just by drawing the given data on a graph, you can understand the direction of the points, and based upon the direction you can judge whether the data is positively correlated or it is negatively correlated. Okay. Next, demerits. By applying this method, we can get an idea about the direction of the correlation and also whether it is high or low. But we cannot establish the exact degree of correlation between the variables. So by drawing the points on the graph, you can understand the scatteredness between the data. So you can understand that what is the degree of correlation between the data, but you can't give a number here. For example, you have plotted the points here and you have drawn the straight line, but what is the degree of relationship here? Whether it is the positive, the correlation is 80, 0.85 or 0.88, or what is the exact degree of relationship here, you cannot give the number here. Okay, so you can here it is lower degree positive correlation, but what is that degree, what is that number here, whether it is 0.44 or 0.3, or in this case whether it is minus 0.31 or minus 0.4 or minus 0.2, you cannot quote an exact number here. So using the graphical method or the scatter diagram method, we can just get an outline of the picture. It is similar to your diagrams and graphs. So if you plot any bar graph or chart or pie chart, you can get the whole overview of the entire data. But you cannot investigate the further hidden details using the graph. Similarly here, you can get a rough idea about the type of correlation that exists between the data, but you cannot numerically judge what is the degree of relationship between the two uh, variables x and y. Hence, it is difficult to establish the exact degree of correlation between the two variables. Okay, so this is about the scatter diagram method.